Welcome to Invictus Forum. Follow us on YouTube by subscribing. Follow us on Facebook. Share our videos so that other students can also benefit from the revision that we are doing. And the question is, show that poor leadership is influenced by greed. Poor leadership is influenced by greed. The leaders are being greedy. Baba Joro is violent, dictatorial, inhumane, because he wants to stay in power. He kills people like one kills flies on a wound. He owns a brutal police force with brutal instruments of torture like the balançoire. He rules the people by terror, and they only mention his name in whispers. He makes people to disappear. Wankili is a bad leader. He refuses that he is not an Anglophone just because of his position. He wants to keep his position. He tells his guest that he is not there to solve the Anglophone problem, or his office is not a place for Anglophone gossip. He is there to serve the head of state who has appointed him. Achianguncha is another greedy leader who had sold Anglophones at the Fumbala Congress in order to get a position in the government in the Federal Republic of Kamangola. He's interested in his wife's pot of soup. Quenty is the worst. He's in charge of scholarship, and we would have expected him to dish it out to Anglophone students who merit. Ironically, very few Anglophone students have their names on the scholarship list. In addition, he collects bribes from the students for their names to be added on the scholarship list. Ngwe and Wolefek meet some students who inform them that they have given 100,000 francs each. But Ngwe has no money, and he depends on fate. In Lagos, Father Leo is corrupt. He tries to corrupt others in order to achieve his personal agenda of spreading Christianity. He bribes kingmakers so that they should accept to enthrone Fon Joseph as the Fon of the Fondom. He also gives the Fon money to buy cattle so that he can manipulate him to the point that he will only do the things that he wants the Fon to do. The refusal of the Fon to perform the sacrifice as tradition demands is influenced by Father Leo. The Fon has thoughts to safeguard his throne, to keep away his kinsmen while he enjoys his life quietly in the palace. Fibuen goes to visit the Fon to try to convince him of the rationale behind why he should perform the sacrifice to the lake god to avoid a catastrophe. But he refuses, claiming that he is a Christian monarch because he does not want to offend Father Leo. The Fawn refuses to listen to the plight of the women who come with Dewa with the intention that the Fawn should send away the cattle rearers because he owns part of the cattle that is responsible for the destruction of the crops of the women in the village, which may likely lead to famine. In the walk in the night, the whites subjugate blacks to maintain power. They refuse to empower them politically, socially, and financially. All the businesses are in the hands of whites. The metal factory, the banks, administration. And this explains the reason why blacks can be summarily dismissed from the place of work for trivial reasons. Constable Rat is one of those who encourages bribery because he wants to enrich himself. He visits the gambling joint where he collects money from chips all the time. Constable Rat also encourages violence in the society because he hates blacks. He wants to take out his frustration of his failed matrimonial marriage or matrimonial company of having a wife who is unfaithful and who is alcoholic. He slaps chips. He shoots Willie Boy. He allows him to bleed to death while he engages in a fruitless conversation with the cigarette vendor. In walls of agony, the leaders have built walls, boxing the people and reducing them to beggars. The people have been silenced, and they have no say, even in matters that concern them. In running stomachs, the leaders blame the people, blame the leaders for making them poor or for impoverishing the masses. They render the masses powerless so that they can exploit them. They make them to be poor deliberately because poor people do not have a voice. And the leaders can continue to perpetuate their stay in power. In no pretending, the speaker castigates the hypocrisy of the leaders who have amassed a lot of wealth and they are inflicting pain on the people. The leaders care only about themselves. They do not care about the welfare of the people whom they rule. They're interested in amassing as much wealth for themselves and for their families. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Leave us a comment. If there is any question which you find difficulty in its interpretation, send it to us on the comment section and we will give you the right interpretation of the question right away. Thank you for watching us. Share our videos to your friends in other parts of the country. Send them the link or send them the videos. Let them also take part in the revision so that we can all get a very successful exam for this year in all the exams that we are writing and the things we are doing here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.